Joining me right now on The Faction is Queensland trio, the Riot, the band that can lead you into an alleyway of house music with a pinch of butterfly effect style prog rock before they open this trapdoor and they send you into a world of hip hop. Best example of that is their latest single, See It, Believe It. The Riot are JD, Scotty, and Tyler. It is also absolutely worth mentioning you can next catch the Riot on the 29th of this month at the Vic in Sydney. And gentlemen, thank you for speaking to me on The Faction today.
Hey. Thank you, sir. That was a mad intro. I feel like we need you to introduce us on stage and shit every time.
I'll be there. You give me a date and I'll be there. Please introduce yourselves individually and your role in the band.
I'm JD. I'm the lead singer, and yeah, in the band.
My name is Tyler. Hello. Guten Tag. I play guitar. I also wear kilts and with singing.
So before we open up that single, See It, Believe It, I know you all met after failing to be let into a Gold Coast bar. As someone that's been denied entry and waited far too long in line at Gold Coast places, can you tell me which bar it was?
It was Love.
It's Love, eh? That's so
embarrassing. I don't think that exists anymore. Does that exist?
We've actually given away a secret here because lots of people have been saying festivals, fences.
It's been a bit of Chinese going on.
I think you just got the official exclusive. It was Love.
It was Love, yeah. That was like, what, 5 years ago, 6 years ago now?
When it was around, yeah.
When it was around, yeah. I think someone burnt it to the ground now.
So this single, See It, Believe It, what came first? That base layer of electro and keys, or those guitars that come in? Because they're an unusual combination. They don't hang out in the same crowd, usually.
Yeah, that's quite true. The song started with that initial riff that you hear, and it kind of just kept progressing. As much as the song is a journey, it took us on a journey of like every single element of music that we've probably ever heard in our lives or been influenced by throughout the whole span of like a lifetime.
Yeah,
it took us like every single place that we've ever been and naturally
following intuition.
Yeah, we followed the intuition that like we've always followed within music. Like we don't necessarily know what the fuck we're doing.
It's always best to kind of just follow out. I mean, the way it started was obviously, we had something to talk about and we just started, I guess, jamming. We jammed the tune that the kind of guitar lick you hear in the beginning, and then, we just go from there, letting our instincts take us. So,
yeah.
Tyler, you were born in New Zealand, is that correct?
This is correct.
And JD, where were you born?
I was born in Austria.
All right. So are there any cultural influences coming from both of you?
I mean, I grew up in Europe, so I was around lots of pop, R&B, even rock, to be honest. Like in Europe, there isn't that, especially as a Afro person growing up in Austria, it was very interesting culturally, and then also just like the culture that I was getting accustomed to, which was the European, Austrian kind of culture. So it was a blend of music.
Who brings the hip hop, or is that everybody?
It's me. See,
okay.
It's definitely me. It's me, but you asked where I was raised. So, that's kind of, the place that I was raised, and the music there wasn't hip hop until I got to Australia. When I was 12 years old, it was when I got to school, I entered my school, my year 6 class, and one kid came up to me and said, "Bro, do you rap?" And I said, "No." And then he goes, "Well, you should be able to rap, And then I was like, "How do I do that?" And he showed me how it happened. So I learned hip hop here in Australia.
Straight up. Scotty also has a large influence within the hip hop world as well. So they're always chucking hip hop ideas.
Tyler too.
I like hip hop as well.
He loves hip hop.
These guys are pretty crazy for it. So,
is there a reason why you've been releasing music in the format of just singles?
We have a project, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we do have a project in the works. We just wanted to drip feed this project to people because it's quite sporadic within like just one song. And hearing like, if we were to release like an EP straight away, I feel like it would be hard for people to kind of attach themselves to it. So just because we are trying to defy genre.
Yeah, we want to show the elasticity, you know, just to show like we can do different styles and different things. And if we put that all out in a body of work straight away, it might get missed a lot of the times.
Yeah.
So we want to just create the kind of vibe and the culture about our sound first, and give people something to define us with a little bit, and then not be able to define us at the same time. So, and then, yeah.
We didn't want to allow ourselves to be pigeonholed instantly. We wanted to kind of, just give it to them slowly so they could become accustomed to whatever we're trying to do and not sort of dictate what's next for us, in a sense.
So the words in See It, Believe It, I think towards the end, it feels more like a social commentary than earlier in the early stages of the song when I first listened to it. Can you please enlighten us on what those words mean? The lyrics in the song?
The words at the end of the song?
Oh, the entire song. As I said, towards the end, that's when you really get the message that this feels like a social commentary song. But it doesn't feel that way for the entire song. But can you please enlighten us about what those lyrics mean?
I mean, those lyrics for us kind of just really explaining a situation within our society, within ourselves, first and foremost, to start there. And then also trying to broaden it out to letting people know that this is a kind of thing that is going on within our communities in front of our faces. And I guess we explain those moments, those feelings of neglect, of rejection, of not being able to have someone stand for your voice when we thought we used to say, we said it was black and white, but, that we all shared that love. But at the end of the day, sometimes we've forgotten about that. We've mentioned these things, like we're kind of stating the feelings, those emotions that we've gone through living with these kind of like, oppressions. And then I guess towards the end of the song, you kind of just get a complete liberation again, which we like to do within our music as well, just to show a kind of a break free.
An escalation. I think that's the word I was trying to find. There was an escalation towards the end of that song where the title and the hook comes in. Have I got that right?
That's completely right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we just want to show some sort of, we showed the vulnerability, but then we showed that within that vulnerability, we can grow, we can show our strength, and we can raise our voices.
It's the journey to like being able to get to the point where you're so frustrated you have to scream it to someone. Like, it's really frustrating. This song like comes from a place, from all of our hearts that are like really like individual for us. So like we didn't write the song necessarily for anyone else. It can be an anthem for people to be able to attach themselves to and find their own
journeys,
their own journey through that. And we just wanted to make an anthem for people to be able to like paint their own picture and be like, you know what, this is, I've felt oppressed and I've felt like misled or misunderstood in life before.
But then at the end, your suffering qualifies you. We did exactly again throughout the song. We state the emotions, we state the feelings, and we almost give you the authority to be free with us in those moments. Like we say, my suffering qualifies me, your suffering qualifies me, anyone suffering, you're saying that your suffering qualifies you. Till now, you're screaming that, and now it's like, boom, they see it, they believe it.
Yep.
Well, you need to make that statement first before anyone really.
Can a song like this be achieved live by only 3 men?
Always.
It can.
Really?
Look,
It has
been. We've also got a bass player that plays for us live as well, which really, really fills it out. I was doing the whole split my guitar into a guitar amp and a bass amp for a while, but it just didn't give the song exactly what it needed. But short answer, yes, it can be achieved.
We had a show last week, our first Gold Coast show, which was really cool. We're excited. We did something right.
So you mentioned this project earlier in the interview. I want to come back to that now. Is that your main priority for 2021?
Yeah, that and touring.
Yep.
With that and just smashing out as many shows as we can. Really, we've just got the set on point right now, so it's like really exciting to run that.
Our baby is ready to go.
So you've got tours, you've got this project, which that's the second time I've asked about it, and you haven't really volunteered much information, which is fine. I'm happy for you to remain coy on that because you've probably got a reason for it.
P2, maybe 3. We've got songs.
We have songs.
So tour, project, where is the best way to get all the information and stay up to date with the Riot?
Instagram, website.
Insta's the best for sure.
Yeah.
I think Facebook as well. Or just keep your eyes peeled for shows. We're gonna be around. So yeah,
but definitely
just keep the eye out.
Definitely Instagram, our Spotify. You know, we appreciate everyone who's been playing us on there, but we're really, you know, we're much more active on our Instagram, and you know, so you can catch us there. We have a show on the 29th of May. Make sure you guys come down and check out our show at the Vic in Marrickville. We'll be in Sydney, our first Sydney show.
JD Tyler from the Riot, thank you for speaking to the faction today.
Thank you very much for having us.